Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Oh. I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
I heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here. Impressive. Damn impressive. I heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. Don't run into any trouble while we're here. I heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here. Mara, protect us. Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help. I'm ready. Let's continue. Mara, protect us both. What? I'm ready. Let's continue. What the? Huh? The worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope it looks like I'm getting in trouble here. Mara protect. Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help. I'm ready. Let's continue. I heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here. Mara protect us both. Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help. I'm ready. Let's continue.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Beautiful marble, gleaming gems.
I heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here.
Blessings of Mara upon you. Wonderful. Where to begin? Mara is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost. We also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couples in Skyrim. Yes, if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim? Typically, love in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is hard and short, so there's little room for long courtship. A person amulet of Mara about the neck, showing they are available. When another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony. Here you are. Now, remember, people in Skyrim respond to deeds. You will find more people interested in your love if you help them. Good luck. Mara bless you. Of course. I'd be more than happy to add a donation to our charity box. Right now, the best you could provide is coin. We need all the help we can get. Thank you. I can promise you that this will be put to good use. Mara's domain encompasses the emotions we strive the most to embrace: love, compassion, and understanding. It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times, but you should consider her light a beacon in the storm. May you return to her benevolence in safety.
I heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here.
This temple is dedicated to Mara, and the light of love she shines on us all. I'm only a humble acolyte, though. If you wish to avail yourself from Mara's blessing, you should speak with Denya Balu or Maramal. Good day. Good morning.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
What is it you seek, my child? We are devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods. Not all can hear the broad echoes of deepest dawn. To receive the touch of Mara, you must first act as her hands in the world. Explore the facets of the infinite jewel. Are you prepared, then, to help bring the light across this land? The dawn surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see. Mara has reflected an image to me. At the foot of the throat and the young woman, almost a girl. Her fickle love must resolve itself. The village of Iverstead. The woman, Fastred. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants. Return when she has seen her path. I will entreat Mara on your behalf.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
Don't even think about it.
How may I help you, my son?
Don't like those eyes you got.
I heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here.
Talk of strange happenings at Autumn Shade Clearing, just north of the lake. My guess? Spriggans.
Can't wait to kill another Imperial.
Riftin's gone into the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass. Of course.
My food is the best in all. See for yourself. Be careful looking for those teeth. Those little bastards are dangerous. Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for company, I suppose I could do worse. Oh, now that can't be good.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Nah, I don't think so. Bolly's around somewhere, planning to feed the poor with his nonsense about Mara. Oh, now that can't be good.
Clean and free from rock joints.
Thank you. Here, this is for you. With my husband's newfound religion, what I do with our coin and what I do all day seems less important to him. Suits me.
My husband Bercy will be the death.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry? I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxleal jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate you. Thank you, Landstrider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore. Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf, he keeps draining the people's pockets with his ridiculous miracle cures. A few months ago, it was Troll Fat Salve, and now he's got something new. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves' Guild. Everything I've got on display, really. Safe travels, Landstrider.
All the crime and corruption in Riften is really getting to him. And now that we hear rumors about the dragons, he's been very depressed.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on.
I heard
See for
Riften's
yourself.
the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here.
I'll teach you how to use it effectively and keep you quick on your feet. Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better. Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns. They'd stop at nothing to take your last bit of food if that's all you had. The Ratway's too good a place for that scum. There are ruined sewer tunnels beneath the city. The only way I know how to get in there is through a door off of the canal. If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and stay up here. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold.
Mara protect us both. Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help. I'm ready. Let's continue.
You gonna stare all day? Take a look. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
Did you get that purchase agreement to Markarth yet?
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess. There's nothing
Can I
like
interest you in
fishing
some
on Lake
fine goods
Onward.
from
You should try
Morrowind?
it sometime.
I may be Dark Elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. Through reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned, then taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh. I hope one day to find out what happened to me, how I ended up like that. See for yourself.
Protect yourself right.
Take a
Buy
look.
Armor from Grelka.
Keep your eyes to the road. Mara, protect. Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help. I'm ready. Let's continue. Have anything you wish to... Take a look.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
Just one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Telvanni. It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful. The worst Skyrim has to offer. Thank you. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here. I learned that a matron who had served for House Telvanni had escaped Morrowind during the Accession War. Records showed her buying passage aboard a sailing vessel named the Pride of Telvos, but that's where the trail ran cold. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed.
Buy armor from Grelka.
Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
Did you get that purchase agreement? New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
I presume you're bothering me for a
Come to see Balaman the finest weapons and armor.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Remember, nothing but genuine fire
Mara,
salts
protect
will
us
do.
both.
The Forge knows the difference.
Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help. I'm ready.
What brings you to Balaman? Take a look. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge
Mara,
knows the
protector.
difference.
Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help.
Tell about it.
I'm ready. Let's
Nothing
continue.
like the smell of a... Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Remember, nothing but
Mara,
genuine fire
protector.
salts.
Running out of room,
The
eh?
Forge knows
I'll
the
be glad to help. I'm ready. Let's continue.
Selling fine jewelry here.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Hey,
I'm the
don't look at me
brewmaster
that
around
way.
here.
Who are
What
you
did
to
you want?
judge me?
I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back to work?
We serve only the best here. Blackbriar mead. May I get one for you? Lady Maven's been developing the secret recipe for Blackbriar mead over the last several decades. She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey from Golden Glow Estate, and specially constructed aging casks to ensure the best flavor. Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste just as good as the first.
I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're
Damn
here.
it. Sorry. I'm not very good at this. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to get that right, and if she sees how stupid I am, she'll get rid of me. Yeah, fired. Sure, that's what I meant. She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family. Okay, look, if I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the fourth person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrick. Just take my advice and just get out of Riften as soon as you can. Come back and see us again.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for... company, I suppose I could do worse.
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want? I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back to work? Aye, I suspected as much, but I've never been able to catch that little sneak with proof. That fetcher! I gave him the same keg just this morning and told him to store it in the cellars. Oh, he'll rot in prison for this one, I promise you. As soon as Maven finds out, it's all over for him. Here, take this as a bit of a reward for nabbing our little thief. Good. Now maybe I can get back to work.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all... Skyrim.
Vegetables, there's... There's a winter's morning.
Rare trinkets and the finest oddities from Morrowind.
Glad to see you finally came to your senses. Ready to make some coin? Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. This way, everyone. Over here.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
No pushing, no Plenty of room. This way, everyone. Over here. You need to hear...
Guaranteed. Clean and free.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare opportunity. I wouldn't want to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed nerd root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding.
Fresh meats and
But this
produce.
item
Get
is the
them
real
before
thing.
What do you think you're doing?
Never should have done what you're doing.
Alma blood elixir.
Kill it.
Enough! I command you to halt.
The problem is your disrespect for the laws of this land. It's time to face the Jarl's justice. Well, maybe just this once. But there is still a price on your head. Better make yourself scarce, or we'll have to do this little dance again.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
I guess I expected too much from you. I didn't think you'd get pinched.
Home to the worst
Can't say I'm
Skyrim has to
surprised with the
offer.
way things have been going
I hope
around
we don't
here.
run into any trouble while we're here.
Nah, my organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. Even though you fouled up the job, I still think you've got the spark I'm looking for. There's plenty of gold out there for the taking, if you're up to the challenge. All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from rock joints.
New around Riften? Take my advice. Stay at the Bee and Bard. The bunkhouse isn't for you.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket.
If anything pleases the eye, don't hesitate to make me an offer.
Can I have anything you wish to sell? I pay fair prices for all sorts of goods. Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
Fine jewelry here.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
The fairest brushes and the highest quality in Skyrim. I heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here.
Those days are over.
I'm telling you, this one is different.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit Quit kidding yourself.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed. Things are changing.
Dying breed, eh? Well, what do you call that, then?
If you're looking for conversation,
Well,
flagon isn't the
color me
place.
impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. If you were expecting a palace, then maybe you're not cut out for this line of work. Our methods involve secrecy and discretion. Now, if you're done bellyaching like a child, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going. Helga is a devout follower of Dibella and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage, and she'll cave. He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning. Have anything for us yet? I'll be here when you're done.
Your skin's as
Come
pale
back
as
later,
snow.
and I may have some
Scared
word
of
for
sunlight or something?
You don't impress me, so don't even try.
Yes? Mm-hmm.
Speak.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
I heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now. I'm currently in Mora.
Here for a room or something to drink? Show me some coin first. If it's true that the dragons have returned, what will it mean for all of us? Is this how it all ends? Take a look. If Maven Blackbriar keeps raising prices on meat, I'll have to resort to watering it down just to make ends meet. I've already told that buffoon that I'm not paying you people a single coin. Look around you. I'm barely keeping this rat hole together. The war's seen to that. Good, and take this little message back to your bosses. I'm not paying any of you a single septim, ever! Now get out of my inn. I said get out! I'm not paying a single coin.
So, can I interest you in anything today? It's our name for the old sewers that run under the city. It used to be a huge system hundreds of years ago, but it fell into decay, just like the rest of Riften. The guild stocks the place full of thugs that aren't good enough to join, so watch yourself if you venture down there. They used to be pretty feared around here. I mean, you'd whisper the name, and it'd send chills down your spine. Now, they're nothing more than ruffians and thugs, trying to pry a few extra coin from honest people. All it would take is a small force of guard to go into the Ratway and flush them out. Catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the Brawny Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up on you. I ended up selling that ship to open this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose. If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake. The question is, what isn't wrong with Riften? This city's corrupt, rotten to the core. No one cares about anything except themselves, and how much coin they can make off the misery of others. Authorities, have you been listening to what I said? They're all dirty. Every one of them. The only way to get things done in this city is to keep your head down and pay off the right people. What? Oh, it's one of you people. So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this message? Petty threats and fist-waving are not going to sway me. You people are all talk, and everyone knows it. You demand payment for protection, and you can't even protect yourselves. Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time before you people are run out of Riften. I'm going to make you sorry for this. Come on.
Come on, it's not so tough.
Last mistake.
It's nothing. You're routed.
That the best you can do? Do worst.
Nervaga.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course. Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
I heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope... run into any trouble while we're here.
Everything all right?
If you're looking for a room, try the Bee and Barb. What did you want? What does he want now? I already explained to him that you can't get blood from a stone. Ha! We'll see about that. What do you think you're doing?
Being attacked!
By order of the Jarl, stop right there.
And I promise I'll come up.
If you'd stop wasting
Smart
your
man,
coin on that
now
school,
come
you'd
along
have
with
enough
us.
gold to live on.
We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go.
What happened?
After you pay the fine, of course. Is that magic? Careful, please.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
Careful with that. I said get out. I'm not paying a single coin.
None of your business.
Never should have come here. No more!
Gun is gone.
Somebody help! Vampires to arms! Ah!
I had another...
Talos, my time for you to die.
can stab you in the back. So much easier to roll when you're dead.
Abdurrah curse you!
Enough!
Mercy!
I heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here.
Stop! In the name of the Jarl!
Come quietly or taste the Jarl's justice. By order of the Jarl, stop right there. Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course. There's an apothecary in town, yeah, but it's down on the lower walkway, so stay sharp if you go down there.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
You. Every time I look at you, my blood boils.
It is our most favorite company here.
Reminds me of
you're
autumn
worrying
at home.
me. You look so... well, so...
The waiting. The insufferable waiting.
It's my problem. No need for you to get involved.
Look, if you're in some sort of trouble, I could talk to...
I've never seen Miol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
I'm not here to hold your hand. Figure this one out for yourself.
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here.
You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf. Got better things.
Are you daft? I told you not to kill any of them. How much clearer do you need me to be? How about the gold? Did you remember to bring it? Or was that too difficult an instruction as well? I suppose it's not a total loss then. Let me give you a piece of advice. If you want to make some serious coin in this business, you need to listen to rules. Now, on to other things. Despite your mistakes, I see more potential in you than half the snot-nosed footpads that stumble their way into the flagon. I'm going to put my neck on the line. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood, the telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
After you talk... Yulf and Mercer, come back and see me.
I heard
Let me show you
Riften's
the
home with
operation.
The worst Skyrim
then you
has
can
to
ask
offer.
your questions.
I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here.
Keep following. It isn't far.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to
I
me.
think you better listen to Mercer and Brynjolf first. We could talk later.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. It's another to actually use them.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the Guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. We do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? I'll let that comment go because you're new here. Ask things out of turn again and we have a problem. Now, are we clear on all of this? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. So let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Name's Rune. Yeah, Rune. Just like you're thinking.
Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tonelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives. and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. That's not how things work around here. The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble. Maven prefers that Arangoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arangoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place. Aye. Arangoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke. I'll give you one good reason. Maven Blackbriar. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar meadery, which would cut into her profits. We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arangoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arangoth and bring in a huge payout. Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the Fourth Era in prison. Well, lad, I'd do just as well drawing a blade across my own neck. Where did this foolish request come from? Huh. So Sibby finally got the nerve to bare his teeth, eh? Look, this sounds like a family matter, and I don't want the guild in the middle of it. You do what you want. Just don't expect us at your back when Maven has your head on the executioner's block.
Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't.
You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Let's talk for a moment.
Wanted to say something to you. Pull up a chair, my friend. This is quite a tale. When I started out in this business, I wasn't really interested in the guild or being a thief. I didn't mean to imply I was earning an honest living either. With my lock-picking aptitude, I was a natural at jailbreaking. I made a great deal of gold doing it, too. It's where a client pays you to get arrested, and you get thrown into a prison for the express purpose of breaking out. Usually it's to free someone the client cares about, and sometimes to kill someone on their behalf. Either way, the trick was in the escape, and that's where my strengths came in handy. Well, as a jailbreaker, you work alone. No guild to back you up. I do jobs for the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood, but if things didn't go as planned, I was on my own. The last jailbreak I attempted failed. I was imprisoned in High Rock for 3 years before they let me go. After that, I promised myself I'd never do it again. I don't know. I think I realized that out in the world, my skills would bring me more wealth as a thief rather than an assassin. Killing someone in a jail is much easier than what the Dark Brotherhood deals with. I guess I wanted to play it safe. I already knew Delvin. I asked if I could join up, and that was that. Pull up a chair, my friend. This is quite a tale.
You're pretty tough. I respect that. Bringing in a lot of coin for the guild. Making us look good, too. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. But it was always about the killing for them. Don't get me wrong. The first few years with that clan were some of the best years of my life. All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed. We raided a caravan one spring. I think it was a few wagons with some farmers moving to a new village. They didn't put up much of a fight. All that was left were the women and the children. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek, he ordered us to kill the rest. No, we usually let them go. I refused to do it, and Garthek ordered the clan to kill me as well. Luckily, I had made some friends with the clan who immediately sided with me. We tore each other to pieces. After it was over, those of us that remained simply went our separate ways. I left his head on a pike at the wreckage of the caravan. Never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived. I suppose they moved on, just like I did. Go and pick some fights.
Well, hey there. What can Sapphire do for you?
This better be important. I'm quite busy. I'd like to know why you're wasting time asking about it when you should already be on your way. A word of advice. Don't disappoint me. Don't you have better things to do than disturb me?
Well, hey there. What can Sapphire do for you? Look, if I was a little harsh before, I just want you to know it's because you were new. Know what I mean? Look, I don't really know you. I don't even really know anyone here. Why do you care anyway? It's not like we're family. This is a business. Look, you want to know about me? All right, I'll tell you. I'll tell you about the time I was a young girl, barely out of her teens, living on a pig farm in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have a coin to spend between our entire family. Ate the same slop we fed our livestock. Oh wait, it gets much better. How about the fact that our farm was attacked by bandits, and that they killed my entire family who didn't even brandish a weapon against them? Here's the best part. They took me as a prize and violated me for a fortnight. Tossed me from bandit to bandit like... It's fine. I had to tell someone, I suppose. Carrying around a weight like that, it hurts after a while. Cuts you inside like a dagger to the heart. Over time, I managed to gain their confidence. Then one night I grabbed a knife, waited until they fell asleep, and cut their throats. I never returned to that pig farm, you know. There's nothing for me there. So that's my sad story. What do you think? Maybe one day. Just not today. I hope we bump into each other again.
I heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we... run into any trouble while we're here.
You want to talk to me? Okay.
Hey, let's talk a second. Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you. It was on a job a few years back. It was supposed to be a simple burglary on a house in Windhelm. I was working with Vex, and we got inside with no trouble. We found the loot and made our way out. Well, it was, up until the point where we set foot outside. The house was surrounded by town guard. The client had ratted us out. Vex just tells me to run, so I did. Half of them went after me, the other half went after her. Huh, are you kidding me? Vex lost them in seconds. Once she steps into the shadows, she vanishes. Me? I ran, and I ran, straight through the gates of Windhelm, and all the way back to Riften. Vex was waiting for me at the flagon when I came in, drenched in sweat. Everyone just took a look at me and laughed. Well, I had forgotten we had our horses tied up just outside of Windhelm. Vex rode hers back and arrived hours before I did. So, that's how I earned the name. Now keep it to yourself. I wouldn't bother smacking at those hives with a weapon. Set them on fire, and they'll go up like kindling. I'll point you to the first and last person you're ever going to need to talk to. Cornelia. She's the guild's fence. Treat her right, and she'll make you rich. Try and rip her off, and you'll have the whole guild to answer to. Need any more pickpocket training? You just let me know.
Come here a second. I'll show you what I know. If talking your way out of trouble isn't enough, you could always pick up some training from Delvin, Vex, or Viper. Also, I recommend hitting the training room if you need lockpick practice. Helped me out of a jam more than once. The honey they collect on that hunk of rock goes into making Blackbriar mead, just about the best tasting mead in all of Skyrim. I used to live in Valenwood, working at my father's winery. We made the finest wine to ever cross your lips, I promise you. We were doing well. Plenty of coin, a huge mansion, and I was even betrothed to a lovely young woman. Because it was dull. Every day was the same boring routine. Working at the winery, social visits with friends, parties with no one I cared about. I just wanted a little excitement. Something dangerous. I hooked up with a guild in Valenwood. I think they called themselves the Silver Crescents. Spent quite a few years doing jobs for them. Made a lot of coin, but I didn't care. I didn't really need it. I was running with them because it fit. Made me feel alive. Well, after a while, my father caught on to what I was doing. He confronted me one night and gave me a choice. Either leave Valenwood, or he'd have me thrown into jail. Gave me a day to say my goodbyes to everyone. I ended up in Skyrim thanks to a contact I'd made when I was with the Crescents. Good old Delvin. He introduced me to Gallus, and that was it. I've been here ever since. And you know what? Despite what I left behind, I don't regret it one bit. If you ever need more practice with the bow, just grab me.
Well, hey there. What can Sapphire do for you?
heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here.
Got a minute? Wanted to say something. My father told me he found me as a young boy in the wreckage of a ship that sank off of the coast near Solitude. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone inscribed with some sort of strange runes. No one does. I've even taken the damn thing to the College of Winterhold. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find out what it means. Perhaps they could be nonsense, inane scribbles done by someone in idle boredom. But if not, if they actually mean something, they might tell me where I'm from, what ship I was on, everything. Actually, the fisherman who found me, the man I call my father, gave it to me. Thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed it because it never felt right to do so. I appreciate that. Be seeing you.
So you're
the new recruit, huh?
protege, eh?
Well, looks like you and
like
I are
much
gonna
to
have to
me.
get very well acquainted. I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee.
I heard Riften's
Sure,
home
how
to
about
the
I get
worst
Dirge
Skyrim
to knock
has
you
to
over your
offer.
head and dump you into the
I hope we don't run
cistern?
into any trouble while we're here.
Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us. Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use. Well, you could always speak to Delvin or Vex if you're looking for extra work. Or if you're looking for training, we've got plenty of it down here. Delvin, Vex, Nirwin, and Viper can give you a leg up on that. I give special rates to members of the Thieves Guild. Show me what you've got.
All right, then.
Your skin's as pale
Read
as
your
the snow.
fate. Let me
Scared
guess.
sunlight or
He just
something?
plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right? See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it. We're going to get along nicely. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild back on its feet. Look around you. The flagon, the guild, it's all falling apart. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a skeever instead. Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm going to give it to you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed. I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face and turn things around down here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose. I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs. The ones with a more personal touch. If breaking's more your thing, go talk to Vex. Most of the establishments in Skyrim keep their transactions recorded within business ledgers. Your job will be to change the numbers in those books so the shortfalls from our other jobs look legit. Feel like doing a bit of writing? Good. Here's your assignment. Something troubling you? I'll listen.
I heard Riften.
Who in their right mind would be stupid enough to pay you to steal from Maven? Guess I should have known. Maven and Civvy have been at odds ever since she had him tossed into jail. Look, if I were you, I'd proceed carefully. Crossing Maven is one of the first things you learn not to do when you're down here. As far as the guild's concerned, this is between Civvy and Maven, so we're going to officially stay out of it. Watch yourself out there. The mercenaries Arengoff hired to train killers. Just ask our poor little Vex. Years ago, the guild used to have a foothold in every major city in Skyrim. You wouldn't dare even lift an apple without checking with us. When things started going downhill around here, it became difficult to keep it all together. We lost fences, influential contacts, and coin. It wasn't long before we lost what we depend on to survive. Respect. By doing these extra jobs and putting some fear into the people, we can take back the cities and start being taken seriously once again. Thanks to Maven Blackbriar, we still have some pull in Riften, but get arrested in Whiterun and you'll be tossed right into the prisons. If we gain the confidence of someone very influential who lives there by doing a unique job for them, we'll be able to have some leverage there too. The only way we get that special job is by doing smaller ones in those cities until we catch their ear. Then they'll contact me and we're off. If you're looking to get some coin for the fruits of your labour, you should talk to Tanelia. She sounds tough, but she'll cut you a fair deal. I also suggest you spend some time in the training room. Just talk to Vipper. He'll show you around. Use your skills, not your blade, and you'll do fine.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear.
Mercenaries don't take prisoners.
One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're
Even
dead
if you're
wrong.
one of us, you better not.
Before we
make
begin,
trouble.
I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses. Then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. and I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here. Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck.
I hope we don't run into any trouble.
You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh? I handle the burglary, shill, sweep, and heist jobs. Most of them involve breaking and entering. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs. Pretty simple. Break into a house, grab a specific item, and get out before they realize what's going on. The catch is you can't kill anyone who lives there, or you forfeit the payment. You ready for some good old-fashioned burglary? Fine, just keep it clean. Here you go. Out with it. Time is money. All right, but if you get arrested, don't blame it on me. Been a while since I've seen one of those. What you've got there is a stone of Baron Zaya. Not like that, it isn't. The stone was pried off of Baron Zaya's ceremonial crown by a thief in order to cover his tracks. I think there were 24 in all. Most people keep them as a curiosity. Some of the guild members have tried to locate them over the years, but they haven't been successful. Well, until now. Look, I only buy things I can turn around quickly for a profit. And no one wants these stones unless they have the whole set. Tell you what, if you find the rest of them, talk to me again. Otherwise, keep it. Maybe it'll bring you luck. Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. He's a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there. It was like he was daring us to come and get him. Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded. Are you kidding me? Ever since the guild's luck turned sour, we haven't had a coin to our name. And when the coin dried up, that's when people started to leave. We had the best of everything down here. The Ratway was a damn palace. The only way this place will ever return to its glory days is if we can finish these extra jobs and start the gold flowing again. The Flagon was once a city beneath the city. We had our own smith, our own alchemist, you name it. If we can make a name for ourselves in Skyrim once again, I can almost promise you those merchants would return. Best of all, we'd have enough gold to throw around so we could start living in the lap of luxury again.
Hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here.
If you're ever in need of some quick coin for items you find on the job, Tanelia is the best fence around. And besides myself, Delvin, Niruin, and Vipper can help you with any sort of training you might need to sharpen your skills. No one dies. Remember that. We're not assassins.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble. I don't care if you're best buddies with the Guildmaster. I'll still smash in your skull if you try
Brynjolf's new
anything.
protege, eh? Don't look like much to me. Now that you mention it, there is. I have a buyer with, shall we say, a very odd taste in literature, looking for some particular books. I'm told they're the ravings of a madman, a wizard named Arundel, and his peculiar cravings. It's said to be spread across 4 volumes, and very hard to come by. My client is offering quite a reward for them, which I'd split with you. Then we have a deal. In his later years, Arundel moved into some ice caves known as Ingvild. He preferred the solitude in which to perform his, experiments. Only rumors. He used to have a home in Dawnstar until they burned it down. The people say he was doing unspeakable experiments on reanimation. Rituals only a necromancer would perform. After he made for Ingvild, he was never heard from again. I don't know about the others, but I sure am glad to see a fresh face down here. The flagon used to be packed every night with the boys from the guild. But now look at it. Last few years have been pretty bad. I've almost closed this place up. Recently, a woman was found, naked and shivering along the road to Dawnstar. The only information the guard could get from her were tales of strange experiments, and Arundel scribbling in his journals. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Very well. Just let me know when you're ready to purchase the house.
Skyrim has to offer. I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here.
I'll look the other way this time.
Oh, you're back. All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
So, you're Brynjolf's new pro... eh? Don't look like much to me.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Back with good news, I trust?
It's one thing to... Don't like those eyes you got. Take a look. Good day.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Make it quick.
Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch Delvin's back.
You done or what?
Until next time.
Sure, we can talk a minute. Something I can help with, or do you just want to talk?
I think you're all right. In fact, I'm kind of impressed how well you're doing around here. Just...
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire.
Oh, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son?
I know you. So, you wish to master the arcane arts. Okay. Now where did I put those spiders?
As
What can I do
Leila's
for you?
houseguard, I would
Good
ask,
journey to you.
Did you have some sort of official business here?
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm
my
Jarl
eye
Leila's
If this isn't
steward,
about official
Anuriel.
city business, you're
You're
wasting my
welcome in
time.
Riften.
I could feel you laughing behind my
Continue to
back.
obey our laws.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Mara, running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help. I'm ready. Let's continue.
Anybody there? I love a good fight.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
What the? Is someone there? I was sure I heard something.
Huh? Thought I heard something.
No! It's... anybody there?
Show you what a real You're a fool to fight me.
I served as a healer in a fort not unlike this one long ago.
Now ain't this a surprise?
I'll see you burn.
That's what you want.
Hey, watch it.
What was that?
I'll have your head.
I thought I heard footsteps. Be careful.
What was that?
Is someone there?
Now you're mine. That's the best you can do? Do your worst.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Your skin's as pale as the snow. You scared of sunlight or something?
It is our most favorite company. If it wasn't for skooma, I'd already be on my way out of this horrible city. All my gold, completely gone. Now I have to start over. I'll never use skooma again, although I suppose a little mead now and then would be harmless. You've been kind. I thank you.
We could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins.